Hello, everybody. I've been thinking, and I went back and I watched the very first survival series I made on this channel, and looking back on those videos, and I remember making them, and I would pretend to go to bed at night, and I would stay up on my phone, and I would record for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I would edit for another 2 hours, and then I'd upload that video that same night. And I did this every night for I don't even know how long. Just I was on the grind, really. And I look back and I was so full of hope and everything back then. And I spent some time today rewatching those videos, and I've come so far from the little kid who was in his bedroom pretending to be asleep, making YouTube videos. And so I kind of want to run it back. But this time, instead of a survival series, it's going to be hardcore. There'll be a couple of mods, link in the description. But the thing about this series is it's reminiscent of my first series. Right here. Forever. Roll the intro. That was a bad transition. Let me do that again. Roll the intro. Was that better? I should make it better. Okay. Roll the intro.
Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so.
Alright, everyone. What did you think of my new intro? Personally, I really like it. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. Alright. We're going to make a little changes to these world updates. Fix speed 6. Definitely want lava. And we're going to take off fire because I like to build with fire. And yeah, that's about it. Alright, so here we spawn in. Now there are a couple mods in this world, but none that really change up the game too much. It's all pretty vanilla. Most of them are quality of life or like beauty mods. There's sodium's installed. Yeah. Straight off the bat, this is looking like a pretty good spawn. I say we go that way though. Let's mine this tree. Alright, let's take a look over here. Alright, guys. After a tiny bit of walking, there's a shipwreck here and a village over there. So I'm going to check out this shipwreck, and then we'll go over to the village. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, if you are interested in the mods that are in this mod pack, a whole list of them will be down in the description. I made this mod pack myself on CurseForge, and so it's not something you can publicly download, but it is, you know, something you can build yourself. So I'll leave a list of all the mods down in the description. Looks like we've got a buried treasure map here too, which is super cool. We're gonna have to go searching for that. Alright, chat, here's the beach. Let's start digging. Bro. Brother, they do not write scripts like these. Look at that. Pristine beach. First place I dig. Absolutely beautiful. Hello, sheepies. Now, for this playthrough, I really want to try a challenge through the whole thing. Sure, it's hardcore, but I'm saying a real challenge. Something like I can only be pescatarian the whole time. I can only eat fish and vegetables. Then I'd have to make like a automatic fish farm, things like that, you know, which could be a cool twist on things. Bread, that's something I can eat. Potatoes. And this bed. I'm stealing this bed. then I wouldn't be murdering a bunch of animals. That's something. Let's grab up this bread. And I think we should set up base near this village. All right, chat, and I think this is where we're gonna set up. There's the village there. It looks like there's another village over there. So I think this is a really good place to, set up shop. Oop, that's my fish. So, how are we gonna mark our spot? Obviously, we're gonna throw our bed down. Then a crafting table. Now, because I haven't made a pickaxe yet, we're also gonna need enough pickaxe for a furnace. Now is when I introduce you to the first mod of the series, which is Veinminer, which allows me to do whole veins of a certain block. This helps. Normally I just use it for like ores or trees. I can cut trees down all at once, but it does help with getting large amounts of resources quickly. Makes me be able to make videos faster, so what do you know? It's good all around. So we need a furnace. Perfect. This is great, right as soon as it's becoming night, too. Real quick, let's make a chest. I'll throw that right there, and we can empty out our inventory a little bit. Let's make up some bread from all this wheat I stole. Boom. Over a stack and a half of bread. Now we go to sleep. First night complete. Hardcore's easy. I don't care what they say. Now I'm going to use these 5 iron to make a bucket. And a hoe. You're probably asking yourself, Jolly, why are you making a bucket and a hoe? Why do you sound like Tiny Tim from a 1980s concert? I don't know. But to answer your question, the reason I'm making a bucket and a hoe is a bucket I can use to, yep, that's right, break grass. And a hoe I can use to make farm. So we're going to make a humble little farm here. We're going to go potatoes. Then we're going to grow wheat. Then we're going to grow more potatoes. And more potatoes. So now that we've got this humble little farm made, this is a beautiful start. I think we're going to go resource collecting. And when I say resource collecting, I literally mean some deep slate and some wood, because I ain't risking my life for no fancy stones. Instead, we'll just do a quick deforestation time lapse.
Autumn breeze, blue skies and golden leaves, and I'll drive all
Alright, now that I've destroyed a small ecosystem, I should have enough wood to begin building. Now, as this series progresses, the builds are going to get a little bit more crazier. I mean, eventually we're going to make an Enderman farm. Eventually we're going to do all sorts of stuff. But for now, the builds are going to be nice, cozy, and somewhat small. And you know what? That's completely okay. First, I have to terraform a little. I know terraforming isn't something that really happens in cozy Let's Plays, but you know what? This is my video, so you can try. Oh my goodness gracious. I almost died. Alright, and now with the zombies burning in the background and with this massive door under my arm, I think that's where I'm going to end off, in this goofy house for for episode 1. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this new format, this new idea I had. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.